That's Mexico, dear and beautiful. Mexico is a country that, at the mention of its name, evokes a rich tapestry of vibrant images and vivid sensations. At the heart of North America, this vast and varied territory stretches from the dazzling beaches of the Caribbean to the arid deserts of the north to the lush tropical forests of the south to the towering mountains of the Sierra Madre. Mexico is not just a country, it is an endless celebration of history, culture, and nature, intertwined in a dance that spans centuries of transformation and continuity. In its lands lie some of the oldest vestiges of human civilization. The imposing ruins of Teotihuacan, with its avenue of the dead and enigmatic pyramids, tell stories of a grandeur that still fascinates historians and archaeologists. Further south, the ancient Maya city of Chichen Itza stands as a testament to the astronomical and architectural ingenuity of one of the most sophisticated civilizations of the ancient world. These sites, along with other archaeological treasures such as Palenque and Monte Alban, offer a window into the glorious past of a pre-Columbian Mexico that was, and still is, a pillar of knowledge and mystery. However, Mexico's appeal lies not only in its monuments and ruins, its richness also lies in the constant beat of its daily life. The streets of Mexico City, one of the largest and most vibrant metropolises on the planet, are a microcosm of the country's cultural and social dynamics. Here, the bustle of the marketplace and the serenity of the parks intertwine in a symphony of sounds, smells, and colors that reflect the complex and rich tapestry of the Mexican social fabric. Mexican gastronomy, with its impressive diversity and depth of flavors, is another fundamental aspect that defines the country's identity. From tacos and enchiladas to complex moles and traditional sweets, Mexican cuisine is a feast for the senses and a reflection of the fusion of cultures that has shaped the country. Indigenous ingredients, such as corn, cacao, and chiles, combine with ancient culinary techniques to create a gastronomic offering that has gained global recognition. Mexico is also a melting pot of festivities and traditions, each celebrating a unique aspect of Mexican life and culture. The Day of the Dead, for example, is a holiday that goes beyond merely commemorating the deceased. It is an explosion of color, music, and love that brings families together in a celebration of life and death. Likewise, the Posadas and Carnival of Veracruz offer unforgettable glimpses of the joy and creativity that characterize Mexican life. Mexico's cultural richness is manifested not only in its festivities, but also in its art. From the murals of Diego Rivera and Frida Kahlo, which capture the dreams and struggles of revolutionary Mexico, to traditional crafts such as alabrajes and talavera pottery, Mexican art is a reflection of the diversity and innovation that define the country. Each piece, each work of art, tells a story that connects the past with the present and celebrates the unique identity of the Mexican people. Beyond the material aspects, the essence of Mexico lies in its people. Warmth, hospitality, and pride in their heritage are the qualities that stand out most when interacting with Mexicans. In every encounter, whether in a bustling marketplace, a quiet rural community, or a vibrant urban celebration, the generosity and community spirit are evident, creating an unforgettable experience for those who have the privilege of visiting or living in this country. Thus, by immersing oneself in Mexico, one not only explores a place on the map, but embarks on a journey through a mosaic of experiences and emotions. Mexico is a country where past and present coexist in harmony, where every corner tells a story and every tradition offers a lesson. It is a nation that continues to evolve, yet remains firmly rooted in a rich and vibrant cultural heritage. At the end of the day, Mexico is much more than a destination. It is a transformative experience, an adventure where every moment reveals the essence of a truly unique and beloved country. Mexico, a vibrant and colorful land, is much more than a tourist destination. It is an amalgam of traditions, history, and passion that resonates in every corner of its vast geography. In the heart of this country, modernity and the past coexist with an unparalleled cultural richness. From the bustling pace of Mexico City to the serenity of its tropical beaches, Mexico is a collage of experiences and emotions that invite to be lived. Mexico has a history as ancient and deep as its roots. The Aztec civilization, with its imposing capital, Tenochtitlan, which today lies beneath the streets of Mexico City, tells a story of greatness and downfall. The temples and pyramids of Teotihuacan, with its enigmatic Pyramid of the Sun, remind us of the ingenuity and spirituality of ancient peoples. In the southeastern region of the country, the Maya left their mark in ruins that rise majestically above the jungle. Chichen Itza and Tulum, with their architectural structures and astronomical knowledge, continue to fascinate visitors with their mathematical perfection and ancestral mystery. Each stone and symbol reflects a complex cosmovision, a dance between heaven and earth that reveals the deep connection between the ancient inhabitants and their environment. But the history of Mexico does not stop in the past. Contemporary Mexico is a testimony of resistance and renewal. From the colonial period through the modern era to the Mexican Revolution, each stage has left an indelible mark on the national identity. Independence, won in 1821, was only the beginning of a saga of evolution and adaptation, in which the nation found its voice and its place on the world stage. Mexico's geography is a visual poem of contrasts. From the arid desert lands of Sonora to the lush tropical forests of Chiapas, the Mexican landscape offers a diversity that overwhelms the senses. The white sand beaches of Cancun, lapped by the turquoise waters of the Caribbean, contrast with the towering mountains of the Sierra Madre Occidental, whose snow-capped peaks defy the sky. Each region has its own microclimate, unique ecosystems, and a flora and fauna that vary radically from place to place. Deep canyons and vast plains offer breathtaking scenery for adventure seekers. The Sumidero Canyon in Chiapas is a masterpiece of nature, with walls that rise dramatically into the sky. And on the Baja California Peninsula, whale watching and marine life in the Sea of Cortez reveal the vitality of the oceans and the importance of conservation. You can't talk about Mexico without mentioning its cuisine, one of the richest and most varied in the world. Every dish tells a story, from humble corn tortillas to sophisticated moles and tamales. Mexican cuisine is a celebration of indigenous ingredients and traditional techniques, mixed with influences from other cultures that have arrived over the centuries. The taco, perhaps the most emblematic dish, is a symbol of Mexican culinary creativity. Its versatility allows for a wide range of fillings, from carne asada and carnitas to vegetarian and vegan options. The flavors are deep and rich, an explosion on the palate that reflects the heritage of a cuisine that has been perfected over time. Sweet flavors also have a special place in Mexican cuisine. Churros, accompanied by a cup of hot chocolate, and pan de muerto, traditional in Day of the Dead celebrations, are perfect examples of how food can be an art form and a way to connect with history and traditions. Festivities in Mexico are an explosion of color, music, and joy. The Day of the Dead, celebrated on November 1st and 2nd, is perhaps the most well-known holiday outside the country. It is a time when deceased loved ones are honored by creating altars adorned with simpasicule flowers, sugar skulls, and photographs. Families gather at cemeteries and in their homes to remember and celebrate the lives of those who have departed, in a show of love and respect that transcends death. Carnivals and local festivals, such as the Veracruz Carnival or the San Marcos Fair in Aguascalientes, also offer a glimpse of the country's vibrant social life. These events showcase the festive spirit and camaraderie that characterizes Mexican communities, where music, dance, and food become the center of the celebration. Mexican art is a reflection of its diversity and passion. From the mural paintings of Diego Rivera and Frida Kahlo to the mariachi music and sounds of the son Jaracho, art in Mexico not only beautifies the world, but also tells profound stories about national identity and the human experience. 20th-century muralists such as Rivera, Orozco, and Siqueiros used their brushes to capture history, politics, and social struggles on the walls of public buildings, turning their works into a vehicle for change and education. In the realm of music, mariachi, with its exuberant mix of violins, trumpets, and guitars, is an art form that not only gladdens hearts, but also connects people to their roots. There is no way to capture the true essence of Mexico without mentioning its people. Mexicans are known for their warmth, hospitality, and resilience. In every encounter, whether in a bustling marketplace or a quiet village, the generosity and welcoming spirit is evident. The people of Mexico are proud of their heritage and traditions, and that passion is evident in the way they live, work, and interact with each other. Music festivals in the city, family reunions in the countryside, and community events in the barrios are just a few ways the people of Mexico celebrate life. The country's culture is steeped in a sense of community and belonging, where human connections are valued and celebrated. Mexico, despite its beauty and cultural richness, faces significant challenges. Economic inequalities, violence, and environmental problems are issues that require attention and action. However, the resilience of its people and the richness of its cultural and natural resources offer a solid foundation for progress and hope. Conservation initiatives, the promotion of equality, and sustainable development are areas where Mexico is making significant progress. New generations are committed to preserving the country's cultural richness while seeking solutions to contemporary problems. Mexican youth are innovating and leading the way towards a more inclusive and sustainable future, keeping alive the essence of the country while facing the challenges of the 21st century. Mexico is a country of contrasts and wonders, where history intertwines with modernity and tradition with innovation. Its people, culture, and geography create a vibrant tapestry that invites exploration and appreciation. In every corner of Mexico there is a story to tell, a tradition to preserve, and a future to build. This is Mexico, beautiful and beloved, a place where life is celebrated with passion and the spirit of community always prevails. Let's delve into more specific cultural aspects of Mexico, highlighting its folklore, customs, folk art, and the influence of the various traditions that are part of the country's cultural fabric. Mexican folklore is full of legends and myths that reflect a rich mix of indigenous and colonial heritages. One of the most emblematic tales is that of La Llorona, the weeping woman, a spectral figure who is said to wander the rivers lamenting her lost children. Another well-known legend is that of the Nahuales, beings with the ability to transform into animals, which are an integral part of indigenous beliefs and are associated with power and magic. Beyond being a holiday, the Day of the Dead is a profound cultural expression that unites families to pay homage to their deceased loved ones. This event is celebrated mainly in southern Mexico, but also in other regions of the country. The altars, known as ofrendas, are decorated with photos, flowers, candles, and favorite foods of the deceased. The celebration takes place on November 1st and 2nd, coinciding with All Saints' Day and All Souls' Day in the Catholic calendar. Celebrated in Oaxaca, the Guelaguetza is a festival that honors the state's cultural diversity. The event, which takes place in July, includes traditional dances, music, and parades that represent the richness of the different indigenous communities of Oaxaca. The word Guelaguetza comes from Zapotec and means offering or donation, reflecting the spirit of exchange and community that characterizes this celebration. During the Christmas season, the posadas are one of the most beloved traditions. They are celebrated in the 9 days leading up to Christmas and symbolize the journey of Mary and Joseph in search of a place to stay in Bethlehem. Posadas usually include processions, traditional songs, and the breaking of a piñata filled with candy, symbolizing the struggle of good against evil. Folkloric dance is a vibrant expression of Mexican culture. Each region has its own style and traditional costume. For example, the dance of the charros in Jalisco or the dance of the voladores in Veracruz. These dances are usually accompanied by traditional music, such as mariachi, and are full of energetic movements and colorful costumes that represent the regional identity. Originating in Puebla, Talavera pottery is known for its intricate designs and vivid colors. This craft has roots in the Spanish tradition, but has been adapted and transformed by Mexican artisans. Talavera tiles decorate many historic buildings and are appreciated both locally and internationally. Alebrijes are fantastic figures made of wood or papier-mâché, decorated with bright colors and complex patterns. Originally from Oaxaca, these imaginary beings combine elements of different animals and reflect the creativity and spirit of Oaxacan artisans. Alebrijes have become symbols of Mexican cultural identity and are widely recognized in festivals and art exhibitions. Huichol art, created by the Wixárika people of the Sierra Madre Occidental, is known for its intricate representations of traditional symbols and patterns. Using colorful beads and wax, artists create elaborate paintings and decorative objects that reflect their worldview and spirituality. Huichol art is deeply rooted in the beliefs and ceremonial practices of the people. The Mexican muralist movement, led by artists such as Diego Rivera, David Alfaro Siqueiros, and José Clemente Orozco, is one of the most influential in modern art. These murals, which adorn public buildings throughout the country, address social, political, and historical themes. His works not only beautify urban spaces, but also educate and encourage reflection on Mexico's history and identity. Mexico is home to a great diversity of indigenous peoples, each with their own languages, customs, and belief systems. Nahuatl, Mayan, Zapotec, and Mixtec languages, among many others, continue to be spoken throughout the country. The influence of these cultures is evident in culinary practices, festivities, and handicrafts. Indigenous traditions have been preserved and adapted over the centuries, contributing to the cultural richness of the country. Spanish colonization left a deep imprint on Mexico, visible in architecture, religion, and customs. Colonial churches, with their elaborate Baroque facades, bear witness to the European influence in the country. In addition, the fusion of indigenous and Spanish traditions gave rise to new forms of cultural expression, such as music, dance, and cuisine, creating a unique identity that is celebrated to this day. In Mexico, family is a fundamental value. Family gatherings are common and often become large celebrations, especially during holidays. Families tend to be extended, with a strong sense of responsibility to older members and unwavering support between generations. Family Sundays, where food and time are shared together, are a highly valued tradition. Catholicism has played a central role in the daily lives of many Mexicans. Religious celebrations, such as processions and masses, are an integral part of community life. In addition to religious festivities, popular practices and syncretic rituals that combine indigenous and Christian elements reflect the profound influence of religion on daily life. Traditional markets, such as the Mercado de la Merced in Mexico City or the Mercado 20 de Noviembre in Oaxaca, are vibrant centers of commerce and culture. Here, vendors offer a variety of products, from fresh foods to handicrafts. These markets are not only places to shop, but also to socialize and experience local life. Urban life in the big cities, meanwhile, is marked by a mix of modernity and tradition, with vibrant cultural offerings and a fast pace of life. Mexico's extensive cultural panorama shows the depth and richness of its traditions, customs, and artistic expressions. The combination of indigenous and colonial influences, along with vibrant daily life and strong family traditions, contributes to a cultural mosaic that is as dynamic as it is diverse. The Mexican culture is a fascinating curiosity, ranging from natural phenomena and historical elements to unique traditions and aspects of daily life. Mexico is the birthplace of cocoa. The ancient Maya and Aztecs not only consumed it as a beverage, but also used it as currency. The cocoa plant was so valuable that the Aztecs considered it a gift from the gods. Today, Mexico is still a major producer of chocolate, and its cocoa is used in gourmet chocolates and internationally recognized artisanal products. Mexico is home to Death Valley, located in the state of Baja California. This valley holds the record for the highest temperature ever recorded in the Western Hemisphere, reaching 58 degrees Celsius (136 degrees Fahrenheit) in 1913. The combination of its low altitude and arid climate contribute to these extreme temperatures. Although the famous Nazca lines are in Peru, there are similar mysterious drawings in Mexico. The geoglyphs of the plains of the La Mixteca region are less well known but equally enigmatic. These ancient designs, which include geometric and animal figures, continue to be the subject of study and speculation. In the state of Oaxaca, there is an extraordinary natural phenomenon, the tree of life. This is actually a giant ceiba tree that, with its extensive canopy, looks like a forest in itself. The ceiba has great importance in Mesoamerican indigenous cultures, where it is considered the axis of the world and a link between heaven, earth, and the underworld. In the state of Chiapas is the archaeological site of Yaxcalan, a Mayan city that is now partially submerged under the water of the Usumacinta River. Seasonal rains have caused floods that have covered part of the ancient city, creating a mysterious and evocative landscape. Every year, millions of monarch butterflies migrate from Canada and the United States to the Oyamel forests in the state of Michoacán. This natural phenomenon, which occurs between November and March, is one of the longest migrations of any insect species. The forests of Michoacán offer a vital refuge during the winter and become an impressive visual spectacle when the butterflies cover the trees. The city of San Juan de los Morros, in the state of Guanajuato, hosts the International Balloon Festival, the largest paper balloon event in the world. This festival brings together paper balloon enthusiasts from around the world to launch their creations into the sky in a celebration of color and creativity. The Mexican lottery is not only a game of chance, but also a popular art form. Each card in the lottery, a game similar to bingo, is decorated with vibrant images and often reflects cultural and traditional themes. This game has roots in the 18th century and remains an integral part of family gatherings and festivities. The Sea of Cortez, also known as the Gulf of California, is one of the most biodiverse bodies of water on the planet. Albert Einstein referred to it as the aquarium of the world because of its extraordinary wealth of marine life. The Gulf's waters are home to an impressive variety of species, including gray whales, dolphins, and a great diversity of fish and corals. In the state of Puebla is a cave known as the Cave of Skulls, a place where numerous ancient human skulls and bones have been found. These remains have led archaeologists to believe that the cave may have been used as a place for rituals and burials by ancient local cultures. In the ancient Mayan city of Chichen Itza, there is a surprising acoustic phenomenon. When clapping your hands in front of the pyramid of Kukulkan, the sound is reflected and produces an echo that sounds like the song of a quetzal bird. This acoustic effect shows the advanced astronomical and architectural knowledge of the Maya. In the city of San Luis Potosí, a unique festival of its kind is celebrated, the Cat Festival. This celebration honors felines and promotes the adoption of stray cats. The festival includes parades, cat costume contests, and activities to educate the public about the care of these animals. Located in the canals of Xochimilco and Mexico City, the Isla de las Muñecas is an eerie and fascinating place. The island is covered with dolls and doll parts hanging in the trees, as a sort of tribute to the spirit of a little girl who, according to legend, died on the site. It is a popular destination for those seeking unique and mysterious experiences. In the state of Coahuila is the Cueva de la Dama de la Serra, famous for its stalactite and stalagmite formations that resemble human and animal figures. The cave is also known for its constant climate, which has allowed the preservation of these formations for millennia. The Xoloitzcuintli, also known as the Aztec dog, is one of the oldest dog breeds in the world. Native to Mexico, this hairless dog has been a cultural symbol since pre-Columbian times. Today, it remains an important symbol in Mexican culture and is considered an endangered species. These curiosities offer a unique glimpse into the diversity and cultural richness that Mexico has to offer. Each of these aspects reveals a different facet of a country full of surprises and wonders. To explore Mexico is to immerse yourself in a world of wonders, a land rich in history, culture, and traditions that have endured through the centuries. From the majestic ruins of ancient civilizations to the vibrant festivities and exquisite cuisine, every corner of this country tells a fascinating story that invites discovery and appreciation. If you have been captivated by the richness and diversity of Mexico and want to continue exploring not only the wonders of this country, but also a wide variety of topics that enrich your knowledge and expand your perspective, we invite you to subscribe to our World in Evolution channel. There, you will discover fascinating content, well-researched and presented in a way that piques your curiosity and keeps you abreast of the latest global trends and discoveries. In addition, we encourage you to visit our website, selfmatamillionaires.online, where you will find a wide range of resources designed to foster your learning and personal growth. From informative articles to practical tools, our site is dedicated to providing you with the information and support you need to develop your skills and achieve your goals. Don't miss the opportunity to be part of our community of knowledge explorers. Subscribe to Evolving World and visit selfmatamillionaires.online to continue to expand your horizons and discover new and exciting ways to learn and grow. We look forward to continuing this exciting journey of discovery and evolution.